George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
I think this show deserves very well. Peppa Pig is the main character of the
George
show.
does not
and
want
she's
to wear
a
his
cheerful
rain
and energetic young pig. Peppa is a 4-year-old amazing performer.
The rain's too heavy to play.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Wow.
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry, I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No, George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George
George
is not
Pig is
really
Peppa's younger brother,
properly
and
ill.
George is 2-year-old. George loves dinosaurs. He
That's
always says dinosaur.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
Amazing.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Wow.
Achoo!
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo!
George, you have to stay in bed
Mummy
until you are better.
Mummy Pig
Why?
works from home and
Because
our
you have to
computer.
keep
Mummy
warm.
Pig is very
Why?
smart and kind. She wears an
Because
orange
Dr.
dress,
Brown Bear
always
says so.
amazing
Hello,
performance.
where's my patient?
And must subscribe me, okay?
Open wide and say, "Aw."
Oh,
George is a
amazing.
little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say "Aw"?
Of course. Ah! Ah!
That's good.
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Amazing.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo!
George is not better.
Achoo! George, please don't
George and
sneeze so
Peppa
loudly.
sometimes visit their cousin Chloe.
This is impossible.
Peppa and her friends
George,
often have a
here's
school
some
plays
nice
and parties
warm milk to help you
amazingly.
sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Rebecca Rabbit is another of the Peppa's friends. Rebecca Rabbit is also Peppa's friend.
Ah, it's
Pedro
so
Pony,
nice and quiet.
and these are all Peppa's friends.
It is morning. George has slept very well.
Amazing. I think this show teaches us kindness, manners, and social behavior.
George is better.
This is very excellent show for our adults.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.
Oh.
George's birthday.
Wow.
Today is George's birthday.
Amazing. I think this episode is amazing.
It is very early in the
So
morning.
let's see. Wow. Oh.
George, it's too early. Dinosaur. Go back to bed.
It sounds like someone's up bright and early.
Happy birthday, George.
George woke me up.
You woke everyone up on your birthday, Peppa.
Oh,
That was
amazing.
different. That was
I
my
love
And
all
today
characters.
is
I mean to
George's
say Peppa, George,
happy birthday.
and everyone. I love it.
Here's your present, George.
And every time the classic Peppa and George long jumping in muddy puddles,
I
and
knew
I
it would
love
be
this
some sort of
amazing
dinosaur
animation, amazing coloring. Everything is perfect. Wow.
Squeeze its tummy.
Too scary.
George, I've made you a birthday card. Can you guess what the picture is?
George cannot guess.
I was going to paint you a flower. Oh.
George does not like flowers.
But in the end,
That's
I
crazy.
painted you
Amazing.
a
I think I wanna
That's
give
a
this
lovely picture,
episode
Peppa.
out
Yes,
of
I'm very good at
9.5 rating out of 10.
Now, we're going somewhere very special for George's birthday treat.
Yippee! Let's go!
Oh,
Where are we going?
You'll see.
The family are setting off for George's birthday treat.
I love this character, Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig and
Are we
her
going
son
to the
become a
circus?
firefighter
No,
in each
but it's somewhere
episode.
just as good.
Is it the cinema?
No, much better.
I just can't guess.
Where can they be going?
We're here.
The family have arrived at the museum.
Why are we at the museum?
That's amazing.
Come on, you'll see.
What can George's birthday treat be?
George, what do you like best in the whole world?
Dinosaur. Ooh,
It's
dinosaur.
a very good family
George's
drama,
birthday
family
treat is a
show,
visit
and
to the
family
museum
camping,
Dinosaur.
with lots of laughs
Silly
and
old
songs.
dinosaurs again.
Everything is perfect. It's the best show for adults, for children. Amazing. It's the
Dinosaur.
best learning show.
Don't be frightened, George. It's not a real dinosaur.
It's just a robot. Look, I stand on this spot and...
And now, there's another surprise.
All of George and Peppa's friends are here.
Surprise!
Mummy Rabbit has made a birthday cake for George.
Can anyone guess what sort of cake it is?
A dinosaur cake.
It is!
That's it.
What an amazing guess, Peppa!
Happy birthday, George!
One
I
last
love
surprise.
this character, Daddy
Follow
Pig.
me.
Daddy Pig is jolly and funny.
is
He
the
loves
last
to read
surprise?
newspapers, cook, and sometimes get
What do you
lost.
think it is, Peppa?
Get
It's
lost.
probably something to do with dinosaurs.
Mummy Pig is a
Oh,
multi-talented
what's
woman.
that?
It just needs to be filled with air.
I know. It's a bouncy castle.
Peppa loves
Amazing.
bouncy castles.
But if it's for George, why isn't it something to do with dinosaurs?
It is a dinosaur. A bouncy dinosaur.
George loves bouncy dinosaurs. Everyone loves bouncy dinosaurs.
This is great! Happy birthday, George! Bedtime Story.
It is night time.
That's a
Daddy Pig is reading Peppa and George a bedtime story.
And so the prince, the princess,
Do
the
you know
budgie,
Mummy
and the
Pig is
frog
pregnant?
all lived happily ever after.
I'm very
The
curious.
end.
I'm waiting when
The
baby.
bedtime story
when
has sent
new baby
Peppa
will
and
be
George to
delivered.
sleep.
Good
I
night,
think in
my little
August
piggies.
he will be or she will be
George is awake.
with us.
George, you naughty
We will
piggy.
wait.
Go back to sleep.
And let's see what happened. What's the
George
new baby?
is not sleepy.
Wow.
George, nighttime is for sleeping, not playing. I can tell you a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a little pig. His name was Georgie Pig.
Oh,
Once upon a time, there was a little pig. His name was Georgie Pig. And he was off to make his fortune. Soon he came to a forest. Do you like the story, George? Inside the forest was a little house. And
I think,
inside the house was a
Peppa Pig is the
bowl of
main character, a
porridge.
4-year-old
Georgie
pig who
Pig
loves
was
to play and
very
jump in
hungry,
muddy puddles.
so he ate
And
it
do
all
you
up.
know, Peppa
Yum, yum,
Pig
yum.
is like a 4-year. She's
But
4 years now.
just as he
But
finished,
she is very
Baby
expert.
Bear
She is
walked
very
in
knowledgeable.
and
Amazing
said,
performance.
"Oh, did
Wow.
you eat my magic porridge?" Georgie said,
She speaks
"Yes."
very well.
Baby Bear said,
Amazing.
"That was magic porridge. It will make you go very big."
Oh,
And then Georgie
Wow.
Pig began
That's
to
good.
grow. He
And
grew
do
and
you know,
he grew
George
and
Pig
he
is a
grew
2 years
until
old.
he was taller
And I
than
think
all
after
of
1
the trees
year,
in the forest.
he will be the
Georgie Pig
most speakable
began
person.
to grow.
I mean, most speakable
He
child.
grew and he grew
I'm
and
waiting.
he grew
Now he
until
didn't
he
speak
was taller
like
than
he speak
all
lightly.
of the trees in
Wow,
the forest.
But
The end.
after 1 year,
Are you
I
sleepy,
must probably say
George?
he speak
No,
like
not even a little bit. No. Okay,
wow.
I'll do a bit more story. Baby Bear said there is a box of golden treasure
Oh,
end of the world.
that's good.
But it's too
Amazing
far for
episode,
me
and
to
I
go
think I
because
gave
I'm
9
too
rating
little.
out of 10.
Georgie said, "I will carry you there." So Georgie Pig walked to the end of the world. He walked and he walked and he walked.
Mummy
Are you
Pig is a
sleepy
kind,
yet?
smart, and works
No.
on a
He
computer
walked
from
through
home.
forests,
and
across
everything. I
mountains,
think he's
across seas.
he's
And are
working
you
from
sleepy
home.
yet?
Online
He
working
walked
like
all the
me.
way to the end of the
Oh.
world. Are you sleepy yet? No. He walked through forests, across mountains, across seas. And are you sleepy yet?
Daddy Pig.
No. He walked all the
I
way
love this
to
character,
the
Daddy
end
Pig.
of the world. and
Daddy
found
Pig
a
is a
big
funny,
box
weird
of
glasses
golden
and
treasure.
open, get teeth for his big tummy.
a
Wow,
big
I love her
dragon.
big belly, big tummy.
Yes,
Always
a
shaking.
big green dragon
He
with
always
little
tried
wings
to fix the
and
things, but he
breathing
didn't fix
fire.
things. He always give all things like a
Luckily,
messy.
it was a very friendly dragon. And he said, "You can have the treasure." But then Georgie Pig
Wow.
began to shrink. He shrank and he shrinked and he shrunk until he was the same little Georgie Pig as he
That's
was
amazing.
before. "How will we get back home now?" said Baby Bear. "I can fly you home," said the dragon. Then Georgie Pig began
The
to
pig family lives
shrink.
in a yellow house on a
He
top of
shrank
hill.
and he shrinked and he
Amazing
shrunk
view. Also,
until
Grandpa
he was
Granny
the
Pig
same
also
little
lives in a top
Georgie
of hill.
Pig as he was before.
But I don't know.
How will we get back home now?
Why
said Baby
Daddy
Bear.
Pig, why Grandpa
"I
and
can
Granny
fly
Pig
you
house
home,"
and everything
said the
like
dragon.
colors will
So
be dull.
Georgie Pig and Baby Bear
Peppa and her
hopped on
family,
the dragon's
everything's
back
color very
and flew
bright. I
all
don't
the
know
way back
what's
home.
that.
to the little house in the forest. And then it's the end.
George is asleep. Peppa is asleep.
That's a
Peppa, what are you doing out of bed? Nighttime is for sleeping, not playing. Night-night, my little piggies. Sweet dreams.
Peppa and George are in their
You know,
little beds,
Peppa's
fast
best
asleep.
friend is Susie Sheep, and I think these two little piggies, like, I don't, Susie Sheep is not a piggy, it's a sheep, but I think sheep and pig creating some mixture. I don't know what is this. So, but let's see what happening.